a very, very, very long minute.
That mug was long. Like when did it all of a sudden start going to a minute? Didn't it used to be
I would,
like 30 seconds?
yeah, no, well, I picked the 1 minute one. I'm,
Oh,
yeah,
got you.
I picked the 1 minute one, but I still didn't expect it to be that long.
Yeah, that was bro.
And,
What?
and yeah, that was extremely unnecessary. But it don't even matter. It don't even matter at this point. Welcome back to the Don't
Yeah.
Cancel Me podcast, episode 66.
Yes, sir.
It is your boy, Petrie Perfect. Yeah, wah, 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 wah. It is your boy, Petrie Perfect, and I am here with.
Your boy V No Flight. We back.
We are back, and I apologize. And as y'all can see, because I can see it on my YouTube, I look like trash over there, y'all. I don't understand why my internet was tripping. That's why it took us so long to get here, trying to figure out why the stuff that always worked like it's supposed to work every single day, all of a sudden doesn't want to work today. My chat won't even pull up in the on the restream.
Oh yeah,
Like it just has a circle.
oh yeah. See, it's always every time we try to make a strong comeback or we got a big show. The devil just seems to show his ugly ass horns, man. But we're not gonna let him. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna make it do what it do. In the words of
See, I
Jamie
don't know.
Foxx or Ray Charles or however depending on when you grew up.
Right. And I'm, this might be a show where you don't have to see me, but just hear me.
Okay, there's a sermon somewhere in there. It's definitely a message somewhere in there.
Sometimes you don't need to see
Oh,
to hear.
Yeah.
See, God gave us 2 eyes and 2 ears so that we might use them in
Oh,
yoke.
okay. Let him use you. Let him use you.
2, what is 2 and 2 on each side? It is equal. You have to hear as much as you listen.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
And you have to see as much as you look. But when you see more than you hear, let me go ahead and take that back.
Yes,
when you see more than you hear, you create your own perception. But when you hear more than you can see, you create your own story.
Let him use you. Let him use you.
That's it.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. See,
that's the Lord. That's the Lord's work.
Man, that is the Lord's work. Man, boy, you be preaching. You be preaching.
Sometimes, I feel like I miss my calling.
Well, you ain't miss it. It's still there. You mean to do it full time?
It's hard being a late preacher. You got preachers start off when they was young. Like preachers start off in their 20s. Like you ever seen a 38-year-old man go try for the NBA?
Yeah, technically.
How did that go? That's how I feel like being a preacher would be. Like I feel like when you're an old preacher, I feel like I just never met a preacher that started off in their 40s or 50s. Like if God didn't call you earlier, is he really did he really call you to do it at 50 years old? Like, did he really? Like, come on, man. Like, all right, God gonna skip over you. God gonna let you do the drugs in your 20s, gonna let you cheat on your wife in your 30s, gonna make you scam people in your 40s, but your 50s is when you become a preacher? Okay. They say God takes God can change anybody, and I'm not saying he can't.
Absolutely. That's not what you're saying, but it just looks a little funny when you decide later on in life, or when you become a preacher later on in life, after you've done so much wrong in your earlier years. That's what you're saying, right?
Well, not in your early years, but when you had done wrong in your early and your late years. Then yeah, you don't need to be a preacher. How do you become a preacher at 50? You're like, oh, I think I should try this. Especially then when you get old, you stuck in your ways.
Oh my gosh.
And I feel like that's why, you know, we've outgrown the preachers that we have now. That's why you see all these other preachers. They're young, vibrant, you know, kind of got that same, you know, wearing jeans and J's up there
Right.
and cardigans and stuff like that, because you know they're trying to get back to the young. Now imagine somebody 50 years old trying to preach in a mega church.
Like just starting out.
Just starting out, rookie. He a rookie at 50.
Put him in what church would you put him in? Put him at Lakewood.
I feel like off as a preacher in your 50s, you gotta be at one of them small churches in the hood. They got a beware of dog sign on the front. And when you walk through the front door, you're already at the back of the church. There's no space in between. There's just, you open up the door, you in the church. There's nothing to block. If an ambulance fly by, you the pastor's sermon gonna be messed up that day.
Oh my gosh,
You open the door, you can hear niggas revving their Hemi engines outside.
Revving the Hemi engines.
You know your church in the hood, niggas out there on 4-wheelers. Now you gotta go tell the neighbors. Yo, you know your neighbor at these kind of churches, your neighbor got a real house. It's like house, church, house.
So when the pastor said turns to your neighbor, he mean it literally?
Yeah, he said he can walk over there and go get on their porch. That's what he means.
Oh my gosh, dog.
I'm talking about them good churches. They got 2 ceiling fans, one in the back, one in the front, and they both spin real slow, but you don't feel
10
it.
rows of pews.
About 10 rows. Yep, they got one row for the choir stand, and then you walk behind. They got the 2 doors on each side. So if you walk down each side, you can go through either door, and they both lead to the fellowship hall. Man, I've been to a lot of them little hood churches, man.
I can tell.
Parking lot never concrete, just straight
grass and dirt.
If it rain, boy, you stuck like a mug. Sister Edwards messed up her white suit trying to get her car, trying to get the car out the mud.
Sister Edwards.
Sister Edwards, she in there revving her excursion engine. She revving that one. She stuck. Shoot, the church offering don't cover this. It's only 43 members. You're only getting $43 a month.
I'm so mad that like you said like an excursion. I've only been like a handful of hood churches, but you nailing everything on the head. The grass, dirt parking lot.
And Jay, I know you know I'm talking about. You walking through the church, it's squeaking. The flow squeaking. It feel like it's built on shallow earth. It's just squeaking. The foundation don't feel settled. Somebody catch the Holy Ghost, the whole church start rocking back and forth. I'm like, hold on now. I need to put a seatbelt on. I'm about to fly over. I need a seatbelt on when this person catch the Holy Ghost.
Oh man, dog.
Sounds are magnified in them small churches. But one thing about them small churches, though, that food be good, though. That food be good. That food that they be serving at the church, that food be good, though. The small churches.
Gosh, man.
And drop in the chat, man. If you know what I'm talking about, man. You've been in them small churches in the hood.
That's funny, bro. That was funny. Oh my gosh, it made no sense.
Got 2 ceiling fans, but everybody using the church fan.
Ceiling fans just blowing around hot air.
2 ceiling fans and 2 window
just blowing
units.
Around hot air, dog.
Just circulating breath. Just circulate. Hallelujah. Hey. Ma'am, Sister Edwards, we don't want to smell that. Please keep that breath to yourself until we get about this church. When we get in that parking lot, you can yell as much as you want to.
Oh my gosh, dog.
I went to Best Buy the other day, right? Speaking of old folks, I went to Best Buy the other day, and the craziest thing happened to me. This old black man was in line, so I was going to pick up some stuff. and I was in line. I'm chilling. Business. I was actually on a time crunch. I had to go to 4 different stores and try to get back to work within 30 minutes. So I was actually on a time crunch. But while I'm sitting there, the black dude looks at me and he comes and grabs my hand and he says, excuse me. He says, "Excuse me, young man. How you doing?" I said, "I'm doing all right, sir. How about yourself?" "Oh boy, I'm doing all right." Then he looks at my hands. He said, "Woo, boy, look at the size of them suckers." He said, "I bet if you swing them suckers at somebody, you'll kill them. But if you miss, then the wind from you swinging them suckers gonna give them pneumonia and they're gonna die 6 months later." I said, "Nigga, what?" I said, "Nigga, what?" If you swing them at somebody and you hit them, you gonna kill them. But if you miss, then the wind from you swinging them gonna give them pneumonia and they gonna die 6 months later. I didn't know whether to feel good or bad about myself.
Bro, what?
I didn't know how to feel about myself. I just
like,
I walked away like, "Oh yeah, these things here, boy."
Well, boy, what was he trying to? He had to like be trying to sell something or give something, or ask for money for somebody fundraising.
This dude had to be in his early hundreds, and he was just sitting there. He was a veteran too. He had a World War II hat on. He had a World War II hat on, and he was like, so after he told me all that, he was like, "Yeah, man, I just wish they." I'm not. This is exactly how it went when I was in Best Buy. He's like, "Yeah, I wish, I just wish they let me. I wish this country let me get back to doing what I do best, and that's fight for this country, And I'm thinking to myself, sir, you have to be at least 103. There's no what like what do you?
The thing you need to be fighting for is your life right now.
That is it. I don't.
At 103.
Okay, maybe he was 80. Black folks look good, but he was still walking and stuff. So I give him the benefit of the doubt. But old school brother, man. Then he just said, I just want to fight for my country because what we got going on right now, it ain't working. And all I can do is I'll point that gun, I'll put Donald Trump head on a stick, and I'll point that gun and boom, blow it off like somebody should have done. I was like, what's wrong with this nigga, dog?
Dog, that got dark.
The white lady in front of me was like, "Oh my God, did he do something to you personally?" I was in Best Buy backing up.
Bro, all of this happened in a 30-minute trip at Best Buy?
Bro, Best Buy. I was not in Best Buy for 30 minutes. I was in Best Buy for 7. All this happened in a 7-minute span.
That's even crazy. Oh my gosh, dog. That is insane.
Went to the Breakfast Club. Quick.
You went to the Breakfast Club after Keith Lee went?
Yeah, my first time to the Breakfast Club.
Oh wow. So was it the Keith Lee effect? It was already deep at the Breakfast Club. Like they already had a huge line. But after he made his post about the Breakfast Club,
let the people know who Keith Lee is for those.
Okay, so for those that don't know, which you must be, if you were living under a rock, you may have missed out on the latest food critic on TikTok. But Keith Lee is just that, a food critic on TikTok, who is a former UFC fighter, that just decided to start giving his takes on food places in his hometown in Vegas. And his whole goal is to go to
he's from Vegas.
Yeah, I believe he's from Vegas. If he's not from there, he resides there.
Okay.
But his whole goal is to go to restaurants that don't have the popularity, the notoriety, taste their food, and give honest feedback. And people started enjoying what he was doing in Vegas so much, in fact, that now there's millions of brands that are trying to get Keith Lee a part of their brand, and there's millions of restaurants that are trying to get Keith Lee out to give a food review so they can get more recognition, so therefore they can get money. And Keith Lee had already made a trip to Atlanta, and it was a talk for about a good week and a half, 2 weeks about how bad Atlanta was.
Because can I
please do. Please interject.
And yeah, you're right, Demo. Shout out to Demo too. Did y'all hung
out
in LA?
Shout out my dog Demo, man. I'll get to that. But that is
Okay.
That right there. Demo is one of the realest people you'll ever come across, man. One of the realest, most genuine people you'll ever come across. Like, not even saying that just to say it. That is truly what I seen. As long as I've known him, dude is just one good person, dog. Him and his girl, great people, bro. So, but yeah, I get to that.
Demo. But yeah, so the Atlanta store. And for those who just joined in, sorry, y'all. I'm foggy. I'm crusty. I know it. I can't fix the internet. I don't know. I don't care. Don't ask me about it. Don't tweet about it. I don't care. I don't care what none of y'all got to say. I'm gonna be funny, whether I look like Android footage or not. I'm gonna be funny. So y'all just stick with me and just listen to what I'm saying and not focus on what I look like. I just wanted to throw that out there. And I'm gonna probably say that a couple more times throughout this episode because I want people to be reminded. Anyways, Demo said, appreciate you, bro. Definitely got to get on the pod with y'all soon. Yes, for sure. Come on. Bro.
Absolutely.
I'm waiting on you, brother.
Absolutely.
But no, Keith Lee. So when he got in trouble in Atlanta, well, not in trouble, excuse me, but he caused controversy because what he's doing is he's not going into these restaurants himself. He's sending family. I don't know about friends, but let's just say for the
straight family. Straight family.
Yeah, okay, so she's sending family into these restaurants and getting the food for him.
Yes.
Or, I guess for them, I'm sure they're all getting something to eat while they're
there. Yeah.
So, of course, now you can really see people's true customer service because like he says in his videos, if I show up, of course, you're going to not even make me wait in line. And Keith Lee thing is I want it to be treated like everybody else.
Exactly.
Don't treat me no different than anybody else.
Exactly.
But so that's where Atlanta restaurants had the issue.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't necessarily the food. It was the customer service.
Absolutely.
And that place is being open. And then when you call them, they talking about they about to close. The things that they close 2 hours later, but they talking about they about to close because you know how niggas get like niggas at Popeyes. They close an hour before they actually close.
Yeah.
They ain't got no more.
They trying to get home early.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah, niggas trying to catch the end of the game. But yeah, so in Houston, we haven't had that problem. And he's been having a great trip. And he did do the Breakfast Club. And I my boss took us out actually to the Breakfast Club, just like a little team building thing, and had a great time. There was a crackhead out there. Crackhead said, hey, what up, young blood? Hey, young blood. Hey, I wash your car 2 for 2 waffles. I said, what? I said, I wash your car for 2 waffles.
Oh,
I said, ain't no way you can be that hungry.
He that hungry. At least he didn't ask you for money so he could buy some more crack. At least he just wanted to eat.
That's true. At least he wanted the waffle. But my experience was it was my first time. I know it's been in Houston forever. I know, ooh, you a fake Houstonian. I get it. I don't care. I really enjoyed. I had the chicken and waffles, and it was actually really, really good. So shout out. I met the owner too. He came by. The cool thing, the owner came by and picked up my dirty plate from my table.
Look at that. Look at that.
And that was so dope of him. So
that's
that just shows a lot. Maybe he thought I was part of Keith Lee's family or something.
Could be.
Well, no, I see him do that to everybody though. It was dope though. It was a dope. We was in line for probably about 30 minutes. Nothing too bad.
That's not bad at all.
When we got to the line,
when did y'all go though? When did y'all go?
We went Friday and we got there at we pulled up by 9:30 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we pulled up by 9:30. Yeah, we pulled up by 9:30. While we were in line, the line got long.
So y'all got there at the right time.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we got there. Yeah, but it was good. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, anybody that's not from Houston, you get to come to Houston. I definitely recommend the Breakfast Club. I met some people there now, so I think when I take Chaz, I don't think we're gonna have to stand in line.
Boy, making moves.
Yeah, I'm really probably capping y'all, but it sounded good.
I'm really probably capping. It sounded real good. I mean, you could have fooled me, shit.
Hey, it could work. We could probably get in there. I just don't know, and I don't know if I'm gonna test that theory.
You should.
I'm like, remember me?
I mean, if you go early enough. You know what? It's funny because the video is lagging And so when you say you remember me, I was just laughing, getting ready to go to the next thing, and then I looked, and you were finishing your joke by being the owner, shaking your head.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was lagging that bad.
Just let y'all know I'm lagging today, just so everybody know. I don't want nobody to ask me about it. Don't write it in the chat. I know I look like Android in Sidekick footage. I don't care. I was either that or not do the show at all. So I am here trying to be an entertainment to y'all. I love y'all. Just listen to what I'm saying and not hear and not listen to what I'm saying and not look at how I look
saying it. Yeah. Yes. Look. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a good show, man. We're gonna have a good show. Let's get straight into it. Let's just get straight into it, man. The talk of the last, I don't know, 2, 3, maybe a month. But is Sean John going on clearance? Or has it already been on clearance? First off. Because I feel like Sean John has definitely been on clearance. Matter of fact, I don't think I have seen a Sean John t-shirt anywhere remotely close to any stores. Remember Demo? The urban store Demo in the malls?
Y'all
didn't have it on the north side?
What's it called?
Demo.
Nah.
Oh, bro.
Not that I can remember at least.
So, oh Lord. What urban
I remember Wieners. I don't know if Wieners was urban or not. But I do remember Wieners. You never been to Wieners? Oh, Chad, y'all put that boy. Y'all put that boy. That's that Mo City, man. That's that Mo City, man.
Wieners. Hold on. I felt it's hold on. It did it have like orange letters?
I don't remember. I just remember it was called Wieners.
Wieners department store. Give me an image. Nah. I've never seen that. That must have been a north side thing.
Yeah. They that's what we used to go like get our t-shirts and stuff out of. Like just plain white tees and stuff like that. You ain't never heard of Wieners?
I really ain't never heard of that.
Yeah.
Wieners. That's crazy.
I know it's a crazy name.
That's a crazy name for a department store. A crazy name. But so I'm guessing they had Sean John stuff in there?
I don't remember, but if they didn't, I'm sure that's where they'll put it at now.
Are they still around?
I think I seen Sean John inside of Macy's.
I wasn't talking about Sean John. I was talking about Wieners.
Oh no, Wieners ain't here no more. Wieners left around the same time Eckerd's did.
Wow, I remember Eckerd's.
Yeah,
I definitely remember Eckerd's. I remember Eckerd's. But Sean John, P. Diddy, P. Love Diddy, Puff Love Daddy, whatever his name is now. What do you think his situation is going to be? Because apparently the way Cassie went about that lawsuit is really going to hurt him. It's the reason why they settled so quickly. And it's not just something that is like, oh, we settled and it's good. It's something that was in that lawsuit that I guess you have to be legally or lawfully, whatever the correct term I'm looking for. You got to be a lawyer to kind of understand where it's going. That's really going to hurt Diddy in the long run. So how do you feel this is going to affect Diddy's legacy here on out? Especially with a lot of the people that's coming forward saying like, yeah, I witnessed Diddy do this. I witnessed Diddy do that. It seems to be more and more people every day coming out speaking on what he's been doing.
No, I think his legacy definitely going. I don't know. It just depends on. It's all about how long will it stay in the news cycles and how many people come out, and how long does it dominate. I think that's because the more it sticks in people's mind, the more they can get it out to people, then the more your legacy takes an impact. Which is another reason why I think he settled so quickly with Cassie. Because let's go ahead and nip this in the bud now before we even get to out of proportion here, and now people start coming out the woodwork saying this and saying that and doing this and doing that, and I think it was more like let's try to kill it quickly kind of thing. But at the same time, yeah, I just think he just don't want to. He doesn't want to let this linger for too long.
Got you. I mean, that makes sense. I just feel
the longer it lingers, the longer it affects
you. Do you think he's on the same wavelength as far as like R. Kelly goes, where people can't even play his music?
I think it'd be a little different with P. Diddy because a lot of P. Diddy music, he not really there is no like solo P. Diddy songs you jamming.
Well, do we have it? He don't have any solo songs, do we?
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even. But my point exactly. So if it won't be the same, you'll be able to listen to P. Diddy songs because it's other people on the songs.
Got you. I'm really trying to figure out if P. Diddy got like a solo song. Like I really don't think that's like I like finding a P. Diddy song and a Ja Rule song without a feature is tough.
Right.
I don't know. And P. Diddy wild. And apparently they're saying that P. Diddy had like he's the reason why people ended up dying. Like he would have a problem with him and then they would end up dead. So do you think it's just a coincidence, or do you think that he may have actually had some part in these legends' fatalities? I can't remember. I know like I'll Be Sure had like he was in a coma for a couple weeks, and it was after something happened between him and Diddy.
Now let's hear all kinds of. I heard P. Diddy hung Wale over balcony.
Yeah, and then Wale's camp came out and said that never happened. So, but and also,
come on,
yeah. I mean, you can look at it both ways because like it doesn't seem like it's true. Wale's camp came out and said that it's fabricated, but when you're hearing all these other stories about what Diddy has done and seeing like the connection between Diddy and the people that have passed, it's kind of like, damn, he could have done it. And also, like the person telling the story is, I don't necessarily know they rap, but it didn't seem too believable. Well, I don't know though. I mean, I don't know. I didn't think Diddy would be in this situation, but here we are.
Yeah, it kind of. I knew when me and Chad talking about, I said, "Now watch, there's about to be a whole lot of other people coming out saying he did this and he did that." And I personally think he settled too quick with Cassie. But I get. I mean, he was kind of, he was kind of had his back against the wall.
Why do you think he settled? Why do you think it was a quick settlement? Like, why do you feel like it was too quick?
Like I said earlier, I think he did it that way. Just it can get out the way.
Yeah.
Stacey said she went down the Diddy rabbit hole of conspiracies and it's
really.
Crazy. And yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I've seen like a post with maybe like and he is associated with a lot of that Wale hanging on the back. I said, he ain't gonna let grown.
Apparently, he the reason behind Kim's death.
Yeah, heard that too. I don't know, man. It's hard. I just don't want them. I mean, they can do. I wish he stepped down from Ciroc.
You wish he stepped down from Ciroc? Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I don't think he really. Because I think the way they did it, it gets to a point to where like either like they lose everything or he has to step down. Something he basically doesn't have, like he ain't gonna get nothing from any of his companies. Basically, the way they went at it. So like Cassie's legal team played it like smart. It was in the lawsuits. Oh, wait. What was in the lawsuit, Queen? Like.
Are we talking about the Wale?
The Wale, the Kim, or Ciroc? Which one was in the lawsuit? Because I didn't look at the lawsuit. I didn't feel like reading 43 pages of legal information that I didn't understand. I just listen to what people say. Like somebody bound to tell the truth.
Yeah, let somebody else do the reading. They do the hard part.
Yeah, because reading is that's a lot. 43 pages of stuff I don't understand.
Yeah, and then it's shaped weird too.
What you mean? Oh, the letters?
Like it'd be like paragraphs don't make sense, and chapter 1 and sector this and
stated that said party did.
Yeah.
I feel your contract type of talk. Because it's true. But Queen, what are we talking about though? Like what was in the lawsuit? Which part? The Kim part? Like, cause now I'm intrigued. But I mean, they did say that there was also people that was close to both parties that said that Kim and Cassie had a talk before Kim was working on a book and she passed. That was they having a hotel law. And apparently the reason why she got that nose job is because P. Diddy broke her nose. And all type of stuff. Like I was taken aback by everything that was happening. I don't know. All I know is he a wild boy, for sure.
Yeah, got some anger problems, and I'm sure J-Lo got something to say. The one I want to talk to is the two people I want to talk to is Lori and Young Miami. Number 2 I want to talk to.
Oh,
I want to know what them young girls thought.
I feel like that generation is completely different.
Because I think Young Miami, it seems like she. I mean, of course they don't talk no more, and this could be.
It could be why.
A reason why that happened. But because they don't seem like they're gonna really put up with it.
Wait, don't he just have like a baby, like a 2-year-old or something?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. Don't Robert? What's his name? Don't he got one too? The old man, Paterno.
Paterno. De Niro.
What's his name? Was it De Niro?
I don't know. I get them all confused, honestly.
Stacey, which lawsuit are you talking about that we need to read? Are we talking about the cast? That's what we're asking. What is true that you're talking about? We don't know what you're saying. We don't know which part of the story you're saying is true.
Let me see. I mean, there's no way I'm going to be able to figure it out. Not you definitely will understand. It's not a lot of lawyer lingo.
I think she's behind. Yeah, you got to hit the live, Stacey. You got to hit the live. Hit the live. Catch it up. It'd be funny when people be behind.
Okay, it's so much. Like, I don't even know where I'm going to be able to find it. It's just articles now. Gender motivated violence law. Chapter 11 actually about Chapter 11 it's a book. Nah. I don't know, man. It's just crazy with all of these celebrities and everything that they got going on, man. It's just insane. I mean, look at this guy right here. I mean, Jonathan Majors is in court. One of the not new, but actors that we thought would be our next Denzel, who was on a crazy run, and still can. I mean, to your point, he still can be on a super crazy run, putting out nothing but quality work. Every single movie he's done, he's absolutely killed the role. And then this unfortunate incident between him and his ex, correct? It's an ex-girl.
Yeah.
The ex happened, and in court, the ex stated or played a recording that allegedly stated how Jonathan Majors wanted her to act like Coretta. Saying it out loud is crazy. Wanted her to act like Coretta or Michelle Obama. What is your take on that?
I seen it, and Wale hanging off the balcony. That's the part I felt like she was talking about that. I seen that, and I said, I'm just trying to figure out what if you wanted her to be like Coretta Scott King, and you wanted her to be like Michelle Obama,
I know where you're going with this.
then why not just get somebody that looked like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama? Now, brother, you're in a swirl marriage.
Swirl marriage.
Let's just hypothetical.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? You're in a swirl marriage, right? Kate, I hope you're listening. And Kate tells you, like, I want you to be more like George Bush. I want you to be more like Brad Pitt. I want you to be more like Matthew McConaughey. I want you to be more like Ryan Reynolds. I want you to be more like George
Hugh
Clooney.
Jackman. Like,
I want you to be more like I want you to be more like Chris Evans. Did I make my point yet?
You have. You made your point.
Okay. So imagine she tells you that and lists no brothers.
None.
How would you feel?
You know, I would first be, I would be in awe because, you know, if this came out of nowhere, you know, been together for 8 years and all of a sudden this is what she's looking for. I mean, I would be confused. But then my next thought and answer would be to your point. If that's what you wanted, why me? Why did you go and get for what you want? So to your point about that's a valid point. It could have meant them to carry themselves like Michelle or Coretta.
And I'm sure that's what he was going with it. Like, right? Yeah. He could have meant for them to carry themselves like Michelle or Coretta. Right? I get that. So there's no white women that got no class. What about what's my girl name? The Titanic singer. The actress, Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep.
What's her name? Meryl Streep. Thank you. What about her?
She got class.
You need to act more like Meryl Streep.
What about what's old girl that played in what old girl that played Blindside? Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock got class, right?
Sandra Bullock.
No,
that's not a good one. That's not a good one. That's not a good one.
What I mean, listen. I see why. I see why. Because we can't. Who is? No.
What's my old lady that just died?
Betty White.
Betty White.
Betty White had class. But the point is the point. Yeah.
The point is, you know, it's just some things. First of all, what did this have to do with the assault?
That has nothing to do with the assault. Like, what is she trying to gain out of playing that recording in court? Like, what is that supposed to do
Probably
for her case?
To say he didn't love me for who I was and he wanted me to be something that I'm not.
And that's what caused an assault?
That's the building blocks.
I mean, I see what she's trying to do, but I feel like it's a long way to get to where she's really going or where she's trying to go. Because that's a reach.
Right.
I mean, that is a reach. If I've ever like OBJ one hand catch with the Giants reach. Yeah, that's a reach.
But when you're in court, man, you're gonna pull everything out. I really haven't been keeping up with this case like I should because the future of Marvel is like stay here. But I do know that they started trial on 29th, And then that was just to show them who the jury would be. And I know they returned the next day to pick the jury, but I think they're actually in like the actual court part now. So I don't know what's going on. This is the first little, because I know the biggest thing about them first 2 days too was also what to keep public and what not to keep public. Oh, and excuse me, what to keep, what can go public and what needs to stay private. That was a big thing that they were trying to figure out in the midst of all that them 2 days as well. So this, I think stuff like this is gonna get out, but nothing with any true substance, probably.
Yeah. So do you still think, because we talked about this a few weeks ago, do you still think he gonna be? I mean, because right now it looks like he's innocent. I mean, he pleaded not guilty, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think there's something that's going to happen in this case, because I feel like I feel like what I've been hearing is he had a lot of evidence that showed that he was innocent, but the fact that it's going to trial still makes me wonder whether the defense submit that the judge said, he looked at it and said, okay, this is enough to go to trial, from the blatant evidence that they supposedly say that Jonathan Majors has, all the testimonies, all the camera footage, everything they say they have. They still going to go to trial with this. So they must, in order for them to go to trial, they must feel like they have a chance.
True. True. Do you think
they're definitely going to be a weapon?
I don't want to go here, but the way that the world is, I feel like we have to. Do you feel, I mean, obviously it depends on if the judge is white or black, but do you feel like it could be a race thing?
No, I don't think everything's a race thing. I think
and I agree, by the way. I feel like the way the world is, everybody tries to make it a race thing. If it's a black man on trial versus a white male or female and the judge is white, everybody tries to make it a race thing, when really and truly it's just about what was presented. They're trying to do the right thing, this, that, and the third. But obviously the way the world is, I just feel like it's a question that should be presented, because I mean, I feel like it would be remiss not to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I definitely understand that. I don't know what they I don't know what they believe they have to win this case. I do think they have a secret weapon that they're gonna pull out, though.
They have to, because I mean the evidence that was presented was very, very obvious that he did nothing.
I hope this recording wasn't the secret weapon.
Because if it was, that was terrible.
Y'all go ahead and wrap that up.
Yeah, wrap it up now. Like, you could just, y'all don't even have to come into court. He could tweet it out and say that he was innocent. Judge could just say, Jonathan Majors is innocent. I'm not even coming into work. I'm going on vacation.
And then we can get on back to being Kane the Conqueror.
Absolutely, because we need him to stay in the MCU, because I think he's personally, I believe he's low key carrying it. Low key. See what I did there?
Yeah, I say low key is carrying it. I don't know about it. He hasn't been in there long enough to carry it.
No, he hasn't. But that low key series is crazy.
Yeah, how he's holding how they ended. That's what he's doing in real life.
That's what he's. Yes, absolutely.
That's what he's doing in real life.
That's what he's doing in real life. Absolutely.
You ever had a chance yet to go see Loki? Y'all go see Loki.
Yeah. Y'all go see Loki. But I'll talk about all these trials again, and obviously the defense, we're trying to figure out what their case is. But in Young Thug's situation, we know what they doing.
Yeah, my nigga deserve a raise.
The lawyer for Young Thug is pulling out everything he can to keep Young Thug out of prison.
How long has Thug been in there?
I don't know. A couple months.
Okay. Has it been like a year yet? He went to jail this year?
I mean, I don't even know, bro. I feel like this has been going on forever. I feel like cases that I feel like that should hold all this importance, that should be done, like the Meg and Tory case. I felt like that went on forever too.
Yeah,
but this right here, this Rico case.
Yeah, May. Yeah, he went in May 2022.
So it's been over a year.
Yeah, year and a half, really.
Goodness, it's still going. So anyway, he said that Young Thug's lawyer said that Thug means truly humbled under God, and also If I'm not mistaken, it's the same lawyer that stated that pushing P means pushing positivity.
Mm.
What are the odds that the jury and the judge is going to believe what Young Thug's lawyer is saying?
You know, you just gotta sell it. I mean, you just gotta sell it. You know, that's what it is. You know, you know, of course, the judge gonna look at it because he knows what thug means, so he gonna look at it like, man, please. But if you keep punching that and punching that and punching that and keep saying it, I mean, who's to say that that's not what it means?
True. I
It's
mean,
worth
you're
a
right.
shot. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot for
shot.
someone who seems like they need a lot of help. So it's worth a shot. So, just going out there and then making up that acronym. You know, he's been in there for a year and a half. He had a lot of time to think about it. So yeah, I'm sure that was the best thing they came up with. He did a really good job. 23 hours a day, I do that to you. I'm sure you can some great ideas in that 23 hours a day. So I'm sure this was his idea. I'm sure it wasn't the lawyer's. The lawyer got other cases to worry about.
So I don't necessarily know why did the attorney, is it district attorney or attorney general? District attorney for Georgia. Why was she so hell bent on Young Thug? Like I feel like it was like that's all she talked about. Like there ain't other things going on in Georgia.
When you get into a position like that, you trying to go for the high power. You trying to go for the high power cases.
So Young Thug is a high power case?
Not high power, but high what's the word I'm looking for? High profile.
High profile case.
High profile cases. So, you know, that's what you want. Nobody care about Lil Ray, the small drug lord on 53rd. Nobody care about him.
I mean, I'm sure there's politicians in Georgia that's doing some crazy stuff.
Probably so, but you can't go out. You can't attack them. That can turn out real nasty.
That's true because she's technically a politician herself. So
right, so that could turn out real nasty. She had to win by an election.
Very true.
I think she is a DA. Yeah.
So they talked about in the case how they were using.
I don't think DAs are elected.
Are they not?
I think they're appointed. The attorney generals. I think the attorney generals are elected. I don't know. I think the DA is appointed.
I don't know. I thought
help us out for those who might not. Is the district attorney appointed or elected?
Yeah, because I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was attorney general was appointed and district attorney is elected.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, but with them bringing up Thug's lyrics, how do you feel like, what's a percentage do you think that rappers that speak these things in their songs, what's a percentage that you believe that is real life? Like, because at the end of the day, they do have a point. It is entertainment. And they really just be, rapping because it's, sound good, or this is kind of like their niche. This is the lane they created. This is how they made it by rapping this certain way. And they got to keep doing that in order to keep bringing in the bread and keep their fan base. But so how many of these artists do you think is actually living what they rap or actually lives what they rap?
I will say that it's hard to tell because they had to be around it somewhat. Some people might have. I don't know. It's one of them things where you truly don't know,
right?
What percentage? I would say a lot of them might have lived. I would say a lot of them would have lived with a rap. I would give them the benefit of the doubt. Probably not to the extent of what they rap. For example, they might have seen somebody else do something and then said, in their songs, I sold it by the pound, but whatever. But they seen somebody else sell a pound, but they ain't sell a pound. They selling the dime bag.
Right.
But to make it, I think that's I don't know. It's a tricky subject because you can't rap the stuff and then not expect for it to be. If your song is put him in a body bag, pop, shot him again, and oh, that just felt like that mud went hard. If they find somebody in a body bag that had a hole in it,
I mean,
and then
yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious,
know,
right? Like, it's kind of a clue. It's not going to be like, it could be a coincidence, but
I don't understand what this infatual. I mean,
go ahead.
when you're watching shows like
Mhm.
Power and BMF and Snowfall and man, boy, it make gangster looking cool, man. I be watching these videos of the white like I met him at the Backpack Drive. I think his YouTube channel is oh my god, I can't get out to get it and post it later in the description. But he was recording. He was doing a documentary for somebody else out there, and I was just chopping it up with him. He has a big YouTube channel, has millions of subscribers. But what he does is he's one of the people that go to the hood and be recording and doing videos in the hood, but not to expose them or nothing, but just to be out there like, this is how y'all live every day. Boom, boom, boom. Like he has one where he went to Hawaii because Hawaii got some Bloods. But sometimes when I'm looking at these videos, man, I be like, wow.
Why? Like, why in the state of? Why is he doing this, or why do they like? Why are they keeping this going?
Well, like, it's like you don't have to kill that dude over there because he stay on that street.
Yeah, it just seems like
like
just the understanding is all.
It's like,
are you trying to figure it out?
It's like it's a mindset. Like, yeah, I play around with it too. You talk. Oh no, I'm gangster. No, don't talk. It is like an infatuation or whatever. But I don't understand. When I really think, I don't understand why you want that to be a part of who you are. For example, take King.
Like T.I. Son King? Okay.
T.I. Son King. Boy, what is you talking about? Boy, you've been privileged your whole life because of the success that your dad has in music. You don't have to be gangster, man.
Yeah, why do you feel that is
Chris Brown?
Okay.
Seen a picture of him, and somebody said that was a video. Something about Chris Brown. They say he paid for to have the Bloods around him. Why?
Yeah, I mean, why do you feel that being gangster is like a sought out thing in our community?
Because hip hop is probably the most transcendent music out right now. So you go to a hip hop concert now, it's mainly white people in the crowds, shaking their hands and bobbing their heads and stuff like that. So it's so transcendent in music and entertainment.
And
you like to see the hood stuff on TV. Like I said, the Snowfalls, the BMFs, the Powers, all this stuff that slinging dope, doing this. I mean, don't get all them shows I named are excellent shows. Superfly, I remember seeing that movie. We've seen Boys in the Hood. We've seen Menace to Society. We've seen all this hood. Yeah, I think all of that has. And then, like I said, then it's the music. You grew up with Pac, and you grew up with Biggie, and you grew up with Snoop and Dre and Eazy-E and all these guys. When they came out with gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas wasn't trying to be gangster till gangster rap came out. Then it looks like a lifestyle that looks cool on the outside because people don't understand what really happens on the inside. Because all the TV shows, all the movies, all the music is one thing, but to be in it,
it's different.
Like when I'm watching these videos of these dudes that be in these hoods, They are in it, man.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing
But
else.
that.
Like I'm listening to them talk. I'm listening to them talk, and they be like, "Yeah, you know, that's the little cone over there, you know, the little stove, you know, that's where we go and get our stuff at, you know. Yeah, my partner, you know, he got killed over here about 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? I was right out there with him, you know, I had the body in my hands and everything. Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, they seen some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they've lived through some stuff. Like, so the people that really in it, like they really in it. But I just don't. I was always confused why people that may have known people that's been in it, but have the opportunity to go and do other things and go and do those other things, but they still want to have that lifestyle or be a part of that lifestyle or have ties to that lifestyle for some reason. I was always confused as to why. Like, what are you?
Because you don't want people to feel like you done switched up on them.
But if you never lived that lifestyle,
that feeling.
Like it could be your cousin that lived that lifestyle, right? And you never did it. Like you would see your cousin that, you know, he was able to make it to the family events, was good, you know, everything, family, yada, 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 this, that, and the third. But then your cousin go off and do his thing and you go off and do yours. And then you successful, but you want to come back and live what he doing. That's what I'm confused about. Or you never grew up in that, but you meet somebody that was in that, and all of a sudden you want to do that lifestyle. Like I don't get that. Like what's the fascination behind it?
That's what I'm saying. Like Chris Brown. Man, when Chris Brown first came out, this nigga was "It's never a right time to say goodbye." This nigga was singing stuff like that. This nigga wasn't surrounded by no Bloods and nothing like that, bro. This nigga ain't grow up like that. But now Chris Brown probably one of the wildest people in the entertainment business. And he gonna stand on business.
Yeah, that's something he definitely gonna do. I mean, he just did.
Look, I mean, it don't make no sense that somebody like Dolph, you know, who out here getting money, making music, get shot in his own neighborhood, going to the doggone cookie store.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it's
the doggone cookie store, man.
That's in the hood, that's been in the hood, that he just going there to support.
Still supporting
the hood.
I get it, you know, but that's, man, I tell you, man, you get that money, go. Because nobody gonna feel sorry for you when they jacking the rims off your tires, off your car.
I don't know, man.
Trying to break into your house because you're the only big house in the hood.
Yeah, like I just don't get it, man. Like to each its own.
Niggas following you to gas stations.
To each its own, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Like, why put yourself in that situation? Like obviously I don't know how these people live. Like I don't know the whole Dolph situation. But I don't think he was heavily protected by any means. If he's just by himself.
He was by himself.
Like why? Like I understand that's the hood.
He was
I understand that's your hood, but I also feel like, you know, I don't know. Because I mean, it's at the same time, you don't think that would happen in your hood. So I don't know, man.
When statistics say it mostly happens
in your hood. Jealousy is crazy, man.
Look at Nipsey. Where did Nipsey get shot?
Damn.
In front of his own doggone store.
Nah, yeah.
Nah, man. Move, man. If you're from LA, move to New York. If you're from New York, move to Atlanta.
I mean, I wouldn't even be moving to a major city. Like, I feel like with all that, if I was in that situation with all that money, I'm trying to like get away.
Catch me in Willis. Catch me in Willis, Texas.
Ain't nothing out there but land.
Steely.
But straight land.
Corsicana. Ennis.
Ain't nothing out there but land, boy.
Fairview.
You ain't lying.
You catch me out there.
You was not lying.
Kerrville. Something that's far out.
Yeah, I never understood it.
Wichita Falls.
I never understood it, man. But, you know, I don't know.
You know what? Oh, sorry. Before we end this conversation, before we end this stream, I want to say something. And where's Kate at?
Someone, do I actually need to call her in here, or you just want her to be in the chat?
No. Just, just want her to Even if she hears it later, I just want her to hear this part of the story. I mean, hear this part of
Okay.
the show. I'm becoming a Target man.
You becoming the Target man.
I'm becoming a Target man. Target is you know, Chaz is going to Target, and I gave her a hard time. I say, "How dare you switch up on Target? I mean, switch up on Walmart by going to Target? Who do you think you are? You think you too good to go to Walmart, and now because you want to go to Target now because you found out we got one right around the corner, so now you just don't want to go to Walmart? It's always been there for you. How dare you switch up on Walmart? You turned your back on Walmart. When they was there, you can get your nails done, you can cash your checks, you can get you some McDonald's, do some shopping, get some clothes, get some groceries. Walmart has always been there, and they got great value." Going off. Oh, she's here. She's here. So I went to Target the other day, and I went in there to buy one thing, and I don't even have a lot of money. I probably shouldn't even been at Target. I probably should have stuck to Walmart. I went in there and I grabbed me a basket. Boy, the basket was smooth, boy. You ever been driving your car and the road turned black and it ride real smooth? Like, he be making a whole lot of noise when as soon as you hit that black. Smooth.
Yep.
That's Target flow.
Yep.
It was smooth. It was a great experience. And you're right. I see that now. You know, my sister told me the same thing. Target tells you what you want.
Yep.
I was like, man, where is this paint stuff? Because I had got paint for me and Chaz for date night. We did some what do you call it? A painting with a twist kind of thing. So I'm looking like, dang, where is this? I like her, psst. And I'm like, what? I feel like somebody's calling, psst. I don't know. I just heard it. So I turned around and went back. I don't know how. I just ended up by the paint. I don't know how I ended up by the paint, bro. No, that's not what happened. I kept hearing psst, psst. And I was just riding around the store, and I asked somebody. I said, "Ma'am, the app says it's on B11. Can you show me where aisle B is?" She says, "Right here in front of you." I said, "Shut up." Shut the front door. I don't know where.
So you got the app.
I don't know. I download the app inside the store so that I can find what I was looking for, because I'm not familiar with this store yet. So I had only been in there once or twice. Now, well, that was my second or third time in there. So I don't know this store yet. So I found the paint thing. I mean, I was staring at the paint stuff for at least an hour. Because it all was talking to me, and I didn't know. I feel like it was like adopting a puppy. I don't know. I'm just gonna come to the one that licks my feet first. It's a bunch of dogs. You don't know which one you're gonna adopt.
Oh, that's funny though, because it's true. It's very true. That is exactly what Target is like.
So the app have coupons.
Yes.
Interesting.
You can also sign up and get a Target card and have your wallet in there. So therefore, you don't really have to go on Target with your actual wallet. You can just go in there with your phone, pull up the app, pull up the wallet part in the app, and use the barcode scanner, and boop, and you pay for your whole thing right there without actually pulling out a debit card or credit card or whatever, because your account is linked.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
I knew Target was on a different level when I pulled in the parking lot. They had like this little covered drive-through section.
That's in certain. There's certain Targets. The Target by our crib, they don't have that. They don't have that covered one, but there is a Target about 7 minutes east of us. Is like
so. Is that where you pick up your curbside?
Yeah, they bring it to you. You pull up there and they'll bring your stuff to you. They have curbside.
So if it's raining, your car won't even get wet.
Not at all. Not at all. And they bring it to you. They will come outside, bring it to you. You see, like, I don't necessarily know if you've seen it when you were there, but they have workers that are pushing the carts around. They're workers, not like Instacart or anything like that.
At Walmart too, yeah. They never want to help you.
Yeah, that's like you always see Instacart people at Walmart. But in Target, you do all of your stuff on the app, and they have people in red shirts going and pulling the stuff, having everything ready for you, all to the side, like in the back, like where the customer service is, and you do the returns and whatnot. If you want to go inside and pick up, it'll be right there. If you want them to bring it to you, they'll take the card out and bring it to you and put it in your trunk, close your trunk, and you out.
The red card gives you 5% off on every off.
Every purchase. You saving money every time.
What's the red card? That's like that
is
credit
their
card?
Yeah. So technically, I mean, yeah, they have a credit card, but you can actually use it like a debit card too.
Shut your mouth. See, I think I'm gonna start going to Target. I still can't see myself getting groceries out of Target just yet.
We don't grocery shop out of Target. We may grab a couple of things like, if we want some cookies or if we got to get something like while we're there. But Target is not a grocery shopping destination for us. I say us like I go for Kate. But she would definitely grab some things here and there if need be.
The next time we come to Dallas, we're going to take a Target trip.
I'll tell you now. It ain't gonna be like okay, we in here for 15, 20 minutes, not even 30 minutes.
Between Kate and Chaz,
so we gonna end up hopping in the car, going back to the crib or going to whatever restaurant. They got a bar there. Best Buy, go and look at some stuff. I don't know. But Target is with Kate. If you just say, hey, I'm just here, that's the wrong thing to say. She'll get the first thing that gets I feel like it gets every woman. The first thing is this $5 section. Like it's $3, $5 section, and they have all these little trinkets and little items that you can have for the house, and stuff that you don't even necessarily need, but it's something that they feel like looks cute. And they'll have stuff for holidays. So like for Christmas, they'll have little Christmas stuff, like little Christmas trees, or little snow globes, or little snowman ornaments, or whatever the case may be. Like she came back with a disco ball, like a disco ball cup. I don't know. She found an ornament. She found all type of stuff. Look, look, Kate, she just said she was just there last night. $3 to $5 section got her, and she talking about she got to go back. Demo said
Sammy, they got to go on Thursday.
Me and Demo talked about it before too. Target is like, if you really just trying to get in, get out, and they say they want to go to Target, just drop me off. There's been plenty of times I'm like, baby, if you go into Target, can you just please just drop me off at the crib? Like I just don't really want to be there. Then there's other times where I'm in Target and I go to the electronic section. I'm in the men's section because the men's section do got some heat. I end up just looking all around the store. I start looking at books and records and cameras, and then I start going to the school supply section and getting pens that I need for work. And I just started looking all over the place. Next thing you know, I got a basket. It happens like that.
I know. I walk by, I seen they got pillows and appliances. I say, okay, this is nice. Starbucks and it just looked like it was like this is a nice. I just like the baskets. The baskets being smooth as a game.
The baskets are a game changer.
Walmart got some seizure baskets, and they shake and shake and shake, and then when your arms hurt so bad, then when you get to the car, you can't even load the groceries in your car because your arms hurt from controlling the basket the entire time. It's a lot at Walmart, but Walmart will always hold a special place in my heart. But I might have to start trickling into Target.
I'm telling you, man. Target is definitely a lifestyle upgrade, I will say.
And they willing to help you.
Target be stocked. And look, that's what I was gonna say. Kate already said it. I'm gonna tell you now. This is just a pro tip. This is a pro tip from your brother. If you go to Target with Chaz, first off, does Chaz like Starbucks?
She has it every now and then.
She has it every now and then. Okay. You kind of safe with that. Because, Kate, she doesn't really drink coffee, but they have other drinks, obviously, that are very good.
Right.
There's been times where we haven't, but if she says, hey, you want something from Starbucks? It might be a long Target trip, brother.
Because Starbucks take a long time.
It's going to be, the crazy thing is the one at Target be moving. They'll have a line through Target and get through that line 5 minutes. They be moving.
I feel like Target needs to have Chick-fil-A.
If Target had Chick-fil-A inside of it, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Every other store might as well shut down.
I see what Walmart tried to do when they added Charlie's. But it just
This
don't hit the
Walmart
same.
over here got Ghost Kitchen, so it got like 12, 14 restaurants.
Ghost Kitchen.
You never heard of a Ghost Kitchen? It's basically like you can't. It's not like an actual shop, so they got like their stuff in the back, like for each restaurant, but it's not like an actual storefront. Yeah. Okay. So that's what this one has. It's different, and I mean, nobody ever there, but I'm sure DoorDash is always there. They pick it up and keep it pushing.
So Demo and you and Demo and y'all in this Target. I'm gonna be joining the Target family. And
come on, man. Come on. It's a great family to be a part of. I mean, it's just you just got to be prepared someday.
And it's close to that Target HEB combination.
It's very deadly.
That Target and HEB, I think it's just top of the line. But Target and HEB together is going to be.
He said Starbucks is part of the routine every time they go. I'm telling you. And hey, Demo, estimate when y'all go to Target and she grabs Starbucks, how long are y'all in there on average? If he says anything less than 35, 40 minutes, I'll be surprised. Because if she getting the coffee, you're not just killing the coffee. Like you sipping it.
I was in there for about 30 minutes, and all I went in there was for some paint and a canvas. Mm-hmm. What else did I buy? I think
that's another thing about Target. You go in there, like I'm going to get this, this, and this, and you come out, and next thing you know, you just spent $375 on shit you don't need. You only went there for 3 things, but you out of $375. Ask Kate. Katie tell you. Go ahead, Kate. Tell her, babe. Tell her how many times you went into Target saying that you're going to get this, this, and this, and you come out with a whole bunch. I think I got something on my story about us going in there for one thing and coming out spending $100-some odd. That's what Target do to you.
I think for me, I think I understand. I think I know how this is going to work.
30 plus, you grab Starbucks. It's the point now where we play a guessing game on what our total is. Right. This here, this message right here is Target. That's Target.
I think for me, I'm gonna be going to Target the week I get paid. But I'm gonna be going to Walmart that other week.
That's a good rotation. Matter of fact, I just went in Walmart today.
I'm not gonna ever turn my back on Walmart. You can get your do Target got auto center? I can get my tires.
But I'm saying, like the day they get stuff like that, it's a wrap.
It's over.
It's a wrap. Like I feel like Target and Walmart got some type of silent handshake agreement under the table that like they can't get that stuff. Because if they do, it's a wrap for Walmart. It's an absolute wrap for Walmart.
Or force them to step their game up and get better working baskets.
You only care about the baskets.
Bro, that is most of this. If I'm being in a store for 30 minutes, at least make the baskets move.
You know what's crazy is that like even like Walmart is trying to get like more so just self-checkout, right? Straight self-checkout. But they still have registers and they still don't have anybody working registers. Whereas Target, they'll still have about 2 or 3 people working the registers and they got self-checkouts on both ends.
All right.
Real was at Target 30 minutes and then went to Walmart. I said, why did you do that if you were in Target? And he said, because I didn't have Target money.
That's exactly what I
That's how it be. That's how it be. That's how it be, though.
That's exactly what I said.
That's how it be, because Target is expensive.
Why didn't you get that at Target? I'm like, I don't have Target money.
Target is expensive.
I wouldn't have specifically to get what I needed from Target. I'm telling you, I was in a I don't know how I ended up, but I was at Section B. You just got to go in there and speak it in the atmosphere.
Walmart's still the old stomping grounds. I ain't started hitting Target until Sam put me on. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and say I ain't never hit Target before that. I never hit Target as frequently as I do now until I met Kate. I would go and shop at Walmart, and like when growing up, Target was like something we did just to go in and look. It was like a window shopping distance. It's like you go to the mall and you ain't got no money, you just window shop, like, oh, that's nice. That's what we did at Target. I would go in there and they would always have like the games and everything. Then I'll just be up there while my mom and them looking at whatever. I would just go to the electronic session, be playing at the game. Neck hurting, looking straight up because it would be all the way at the top of the case. The controller down here.
They
just sitting here doing this, playing the game. And I would do that for about a good 35, 40 minutes because that's how long they would be in there. I would just be there playing the game.
Whole line
waiting on me. Just be playing the game. That's what I did. Now, we're constantly in Target, man. We like how I used to be in Walmart is how I am in Target now.
I only used to go to Target for one thing. I only used to go to Target on Black Friday. Like on Black Friday, because Target always has something that you can buy one get 50. I forgot what the sale was, but Target used to always have a special that I used to like. So I would go to Target on Black Friday. That was like the one time I spent the most time in there. But the first time I experienced Target really was when me and Chaz we went to Dallas for. I forgot what we came up there, but I left all my pair of shoes at home.
Oh, I remember what you're talking about, though. I remember what you're talking about.
And so we went to the mall. So Chaz, she got me another pair of shoes at the mall. So now that I got the pair of shoes, I needed me a fit to go with those shoes. So then we went to Target, and Target had some dope. I love Walmart t-shirts. Don't get me wrong. Walmart had some great $8.95 t-shirts. And that George, when you need a good polo shirt, that George come through for you.
It do.
That George come through for you. George and Wrangler.
Yep.
You can get you a good little fit in Walmart. But at Target, when they had Levi,
yeah.
I said they got some 502s.
They have everything,
Man, I said it's a little more. Yeah, it costs a little bit more. But they mannequins dress better.
They are. And I remember getting lost and hearing my name on the loudspeaker. Mama for sure with me after that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That happened to me at Fiesta. That happened to me at Fiesta. I was so lost. I got lost because I was in the seafood section playing with the crabs.
Why was you playing?
Because Fiesta always had the seafood. It's amazing they still have it to this day. They have the seafood section and they always have live crabs. So I used to get the little tongues and I would play with the crabs all the time in Fiesta. They would let them clamp on and I would raise them up and then drop them so they can hit the ground. And I was a horrible kid. But yeah, I was doing that and I lost my mama. She walked away and I couldn't find her no more.
So you went to the front.
I love Fiesta, bro. Fiesta's one of them places.
I ain't been to Fiesta and I don't know how
that's
long.
a whole other.
Yeah, that's a whole.
You need to go to one, brother. Next time you come here, we're gonna take a Fiesta trip.
Yeah, I ain't been to Fiesta in so long, dog. I don't even know where one is at. Actually, I do. It's one off of South Post Oak.
They scarce.
It's scarce. It's one off of South Post Oak, I think.
Yes, that's exactly the one by South Post and I know you're talking about. I've been in there when I worked at the building down there. It's not too far from that Walmart on South Post Oak. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think that was a Subway in that same.
You talking about the Walmart that's like on South Post Oak that's right there at the split of South Post Oak and 610, like to get to 610?
Yep. Because when I take people to the Texans game,
park over there
at that Walmart, and then we drive to the game.
Yeah, that Fiesta down the street. Yep.
I know exactly what Fiesta you're talking about too.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to.
That Fiesta kind of lit though, because they Fiesta look like an old flea market. So when you walk in, they got niggas selling speakers and remote control cars. And then they got across the hall, they got niggas that got the cell phone cases. Then they got a jury stand in there. And they got somebody that sell flowers. All that before you get to the groceries.
Yeah, Fiesta is a big ass flea market. I feel like the way I remember it.
Yeah, no, you still remember the same.
So it ain't much change. It's gonna be just a throw.
Same Fiesta you went in as a child, like you just heard me say. They still got the seafood, and everything in Fiesta looks exactly the way it looked 30 years ago. There's no remodeling. I'm surprised the lights on the sign still work at night.
I don't think the one on South Post. I don't think the one on South Post Oak still. I think it'd be messed up. I think it's messed up. I think it'd be blinking here and there.
But yeah, Fiesta is one store that has not changed in 30 years.
Has not at all. Yeah, that would be a whole other episode because we could go in on Fiesta for sure. We definitely could go in on Fiesta. Really, Target could be a whole other episode too because I still got a lot to talk about Target.
I'm learning.
We're gonna have to have like a Target segment at the end of the show.
Just a Target checking in.
Exactly. But man, you got anything else, brother?
No, I'm good.
Good, man. Well, we appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. This has been episode 66 of the Don't Cancel Me podcast. As always, please make sure that you don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Please make sure that you ring the bell to be notified whenever we go live or whenever we post a short or actual video on our page. Make sure that you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We are at 572 subscribers. We're trying to get to 600 before the new year hits. So please, if you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and tell a friend to tell a friend, man. As always, we appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. And, we appreciate y'all rocking with us through this rocky time. Obviously, like we said, Satan was trying to get the best of us. Rail's signal wasn't too great, but we still made it happen. Shout out to my brother Rail for keeping pushing. So hopefully next week we'll be back good and everything will be solid. But that is it for today's episode. This week's episode. I'm Vino Flight. And this has been another episode of the Don't Cancel Me podcast. Until next time, y'all be easy. We out.
Go Texas.